Yes, greetings, ladies and gentlemen. How are you all doing? You're welcome to our daily dose of Aurum Foundation, day 48 of 90. This is a time where we use this opportunity to show everyone how we are leveraging on artificial intelligence to earn amongst other things. Once again, my name is Lawyer Taj, a lawyer by profession, a crypto expert, a network marketing professional, and here is our afternoon session where we bring in our prospects to come and listen and learn and be part of what Aurum Foundation has to offer. Um, Andy, I hope you're not driving and listening to the presentation. And so once again, we're sharing our screen. I want to share my screen now so that we can get started with all that we have. So I want to mute everyone at this time so that we don't get distracted. Okay, the recording is on. So allow me to share my screen quickly. Right, so if you can see my screen, can you give me the alphabet? Give me my favorite alphabet. Let's see if I have my peoples on the call. If you can see my screen, give me my favorite alphabet. Then we get on with it. Yes, Mr. AY, the B. Y'all know why I like B, right? B stands for Bitcoin. B stands for billionaire. B stands for Binance. B stands for Plan B. B stands for bold. B stands for beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be an awesome call. But before I go on, let me tell you, I am not your financial advisor. I am your financial tutor. Whatever I show you here is something I've taken advantage of, and it is changing my life on a daily basis. What I'm here to do is show you how you can leverage on artificial intelligence amidst other wonderful opportunities that this company has to offer. And so once again, welcome to Aurum Foundation. Secondly, I will be using some certain terms and diction in explaining. Those terms and dictions are very important because that's the right way that you can learn. Terms like fintech, terms like ecosystem, terms like tokenization, terms like real world assets, terms like agentic AI, terms like AI agent. And I'm glad to see Dr. Demi here on the call. Dr. Demi hopefully will be handling the other part of the presentation. While we will be having my good friend, Mr. AY, come to tell us how he has been able to hit the rank of prime under 6 months. That is awesome, guys. So once again, our company is welcome. You're welcome to Aurum Foundation. Please note the company's name is Aurum Foundation, not Aurum. The company's name is Aurum Foundation, not Aurum, because a lot of people will say they want to do their due diligence and go online and look for Aurum, and they're gonna see a whole lot of rubbish online and would hold it as the truth. Well, I was once like you, and as I go on, you will know how I was able to kill that fear and take away that stupidity that I thought that I was smart enough in doing my due diligence. So once again, this opportunity is not only leveraging on AI, but you're going to see for a fact different opportunities that are open for you and I to take advantage of just by using the products of this company. And so before we get started, I just want to let you know that AI is not just a trend anymore. But as we speak, just the way AI has infiltrated every aspect of human endeavor, we have artificial intelligence now in the world of finance, and thus has created a new world called AI finance or artificial intelligence finance. So let's take a watch of this video before we get started.
A new financial era is unfolding, powered by technology, driven by blockchain. Introducing Aurum, a smart AI-powered ecosystem built to create automated income on the blockchain. With automated AI trading bots, your capital works for you. No stress, no daily effort. Led by Brian Benson, former Binance director and fintech expert, affordable access, sustainable monthly returns, optional compounding, and real Visa card integration.
If you don't earn while you sleep, you'll work forever. Start where you are. Take action today.
If you don't earn while you sleep, you will work forever. But you and I know that you cannot work forever because there's something called debts just by the side. And as we continue to grow old, it's important that we send our money on errands, on messages, which is called investment. It's important that we invest because time will come that our bones will not be strong enough to carry out the daily activities. And then we'll be reliant on our investments. And so it's very important that we take advantage and listen to what you're about to hear. Because what you're about to hear is not taught in any school or any university. Even there are a lot of professors in the world today who do not know that these things do exist. And so, what is Aurum Foundation? Aurum Foundation is a decentralized fintech company dedicated to the development of innovative crypto products and AI powered algorithms that redefine how users manage and grow their digital assets. Emphasis is mine. And so, before we delve deep into what Aurum Foundation has to offer, we need to understand that we are in the world of digital finance. Gone are the days when we are in the traditional finance era, where if you wanted to do transaction in your bank, you need to go to your bank from between 9 to 5 p.m. in order to carry out transactions. Today, I would understand that a lot of us have bank accounts, but many of us have not been to our bank for months or even years because we can simply carry out transactions right from our banking app on the phone. And so, in the world of digital finance, one of the companies that opened my eye to what digital finance is the company called Binance. The poetic nature of Binance, I have to say, because once you remove this B and put an F, it no more becomes Binance, but finance. And when CZ was asked why he chose this name, he said because B stands for Plan B, B stands for Bitcoin, B stands for another way, for billionaires, for bullish, for beauty, and so on and so forth. And so, with the help of Binance, I was able to understand what cryptocurrency is, that the world has changed, that you could hold different cryptocurrencies, you can buy, you can sell, you can market, you can P2P, and the likes. And so, with Binance, I've been able to earn different amount of money. And before I knew about Aurum Foundation, if you ask me, Taj, what is Binance? I'll simply tell you, Binance is an exchange. But guys, Binance is not an exchange. Binance is a fintech company. The exchange is just one of the fintech products of Binance. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Binance story in 2017. When this company began in 2017, they had only three products. They had the Binance Exchange, Binance Staking, and the Binance Tokens. And you'd agree with me that in 2017, a lot of people still didn't understand what Bitcoin was. A lot of people still called it a scam. Even countries of the world declared it illegal and criminalized those who were carrying out transactions with cryptocurrency. And so a lot of people didn't want to invest in a digital company, in a crypto company like Binance, because there were so many stories about it. And so Binance, in order to raise money, decided to sell its tokens in what is called an ICO, initial coin offering. And at 50 cents, these tokens were sold, and the company was able to finally raise just $12 million. With $12 million, Binance went into the market. They did not only survive, they thrived. Because one of the products of Binance, which was something that blew them off the waters, was the Binance Exchange. Today, Binance is worth hundreds of billions of dollars. They have over 300 million global users and over 20 million users on a daily basis. Even before this call started, I have used Binance today. In fact, Binance have earned me much more money than I've earned as a lawyer. And so, with the help of Binance, we've been able to understand digital currency and how it is. Now, The same opportunity that Binance brought in 2017 is the same opportunity that you and I have to be part of a company like Aurum Foundation. Because, like Binance, Aurum Foundation is a fintech company. And unlike Binance, that had only three products when it began, Aurum had 14 products when it began until it was launched in January of this year, 2026. As we speak today, Aurum Foundation has 16 different products. So in understanding what understanding what Aurum Foundation is simply taking advantage of the ecosystem of Aurum Foundation. Aurum becomes easier to understand using the ecosystem concept. And so with the ecosystem concept, please note that Aurum is not just an exchange because it has an exchange. Aurum is not just a bank because it has a new bank. Aurum is not just a trading company because it has AIs trading for it. Instead, Aurum is a fintech company with different fintech products in its ecosystem that improves the finances of its users just by usability. Get it clear. Aurum is a fintech company with different fintech products in its ecosystem and improves the finances of its users just by usability. And the word you see on here, Aurum enters the top crypto companies to invest in 2026. You can check this out at the end of the call. It's an article that was written that made you understand why this company is well sought after by investors. And so what you see here is the ecosystem captured in one picture. If I was you seeing this for the first time, I'll take a screenshot because what it means is that the Aurum ecosystem opens you up to all the different aspects of human endeavor in regards to finances and technology. And you can see 5 grand headings on here: AI and automation, financial infrastructure, payment system, real world assets, and blockchain and core assets. Time will not allow me to go through each and every product succinctly, so I'm just going to give you a short heading and a summary of how powerful these products are. The Aurum's Use AI bot increases the quantity of your cryptocurrencies and earns for you between 10 to 15% in a month. The Aurum XAI bot is the flagship product of the company that you come in with, and it earns for you between 16 to 18% on a monthly basis. The Aurum XAI Pro bot trades on Litecoin USDT and earns between 7 to 12%. The Aurum AI agent is part of the Aurum Nero, has been trading since January and earns a whooping between 30 to 32% in a month. In regards to the world of financial infrastructure, you can see the Aurum Exchange, which you all know was the major fintech product that made Binance extra successful today. The Aurum New Bank is the next generation banking for the digital economy, where you can hold cryptocurrencies and manage your card system. The Aurum staking is another system where you can earn between 16 to 20 or 25% of the cryptos that you have if you stake it in the Aurum exchange. The Aurum Flash Loan gives you the opportunity to have uncollateralized loans for DeFi innovation. That means that you can have the Aurum token put in here and licensed as a loan for the next 2 years. But you never can tell what value will the Aurum token be in 2 years or 3 years from now. So some smart individuals are already buying into the token and keeping it. Perhaps the #1 product that sold me in the business is the Aurum card, the Visa card and the MasterCard. This is made available as a financial infrastructure for anyone who seeks to use it in Aurum Foundation. You have the Aurum POS and ATM, which is out, which is functioning, and this, you can imagine, it will be in a state or a city or a country where Aurum is being established. You can have the ATM and the POS given to small and medium scale enterprises to carry out business. In the reward assets of tokenization, we have real gold that you can get from the company and trade with. You also have real estate in Bali, Indonesia. And also the Aurum network opens you to earning from the partnership program. And finally, the Aurum token Just like Binance token is bound to be the native utility token of the Aurum ecosystem, just the way Binance used BNB as the utility token for its Binance ecosystem. Of course, we all know the story how that same token rose up to $1,010 some days, some months ago. And today, that token is still hovering around $647. So for those who bought the Binance token at 50 cents, you can imagine how much they can earn. Yet again, this opportunity is open to you and I because today the Aurum token is just 52 cents. But do you know what the value will be in 2 years or 3 years or let's say 4 years? Your guess is as good as mine, ladies and gentlemen. And so you could see that inside the Aurum ecosystem exists digital wallets, payment cards, financial education, technology assisted tools, transfers, trading, exchange. Hey, sorry for that breaking transmission. So you can see that there are different services in the Aurum ecosystem ranging from digital wallets to payment cards and the likes. And you can see also there are different utilities that are open for you and I to take advantage of. Some use wallets, some use cards, some focus on the AI trading that's in having all their monies in different fintech products and having the AI trade for them, earning money while they sleep. Some focus on team building in regards to the partnership program, while others focus on growing their cryptocurrencies using the Zeus bots. But many of us use all the different utilities so as to earn. There's what is called being part of the Brown Benson millionaires. And that is what we want to hear about right now. Because the Aurum vision or mission is to create 1,000 new millionaires from the Aurum ecosystem by simply using the fintech products of Aurum. And so now we're going to hear from the man himself, Brian Benson, the CEO of Aurum, who's had over 27 years of experience in this space. He worked for Binance for a couple of years and was very impactful. If you say one of those who made Binance very successful today, Brian Benson is one of them. So let's listen to what he has to say about the mission of this company, Aurum Foundation.
We're on a mission to create 1,000 millionaires that don't have $1 million today. So if we can come up with a system whereby there's hundreds of thousands of people in there, but 1,000 of these people turn into millionaires, then those assets are inside of our platform. That turns us into a unicorn right away. And so that's really the goal that I have as an executive at the company is how do we get people that don't have $1 million today to get them to $1 million through saving, through yield-bearing assets, through compounding interest, through a lot of these things that have been around for a long time, but that not everyone in the world uses. And these are tools that are super important to get us there. So that's how we're measuring it internally is if we can get to the point where we have 1,000 people that have become millionaires through our system and through working with our products, then that gets us really close to the unicorn valuation. And we want to be a fintech unicorn. I think Binance was the fastest fintech unicorn ever in the history. Yeah. I think it took less than 6 months. We used to have a slide about that in our pitch deck. So I'm pretty sure I've done this before. I've been involved in one of the fastest growing fintech unicorns in the world. And I think what we have at Aurum is actually very similar to when I started at Binance.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can hear directly from the horse's mouth. This is not Brian Benson's first rodeo. This is not his first rodeo. He's experienced. He has been able to do this with Binance, and he believes that he has all the right infrastructures and even more to make this company, Aurum Foundation, a huge success and also making it a unicorn company. In fact, just last week, when we had the members call with the company, we were told by Brian Benson that this company already is at $600 million, and pretty soon it might be a unicorn. So there's a fast progress with Aurum Foundation, and we so much believe in it. I remember when I was not yet a member, I went online to check about Aurum. I was told that this man is a scammer, he's not real, he's AI, he's just a player, he's not the CEO of the company and whatnot. But guys, when I met Brian Benson for the first time, I had to take pictures, I had to do videos with him to know he was real. And I tell you, my experience with Brian Benson is pretty awesome because the man is a near genius. When you ask him anything about Aurum, he's always telling you futuristically all that they plan to do. And that gives me a lot of succor and solace, knowing very well that we are in great hands. But guess what? Brian Benson is not the only person, it's not a one-man show. Doesn't call the shots with company because as we speak, this is the first company I've seen that even has two CEOs. It has Leonardo Galindez, who's the CEO of the Aurum Exchange, and also the founder of CoinCoinX, and he was also an ex-Binance partner. Worked with Binance at the same time. Brian Benson worked with Binance, and of course, there's one who you would know that is experienced, having scaled crypto infrastructures over 300,000 users. Please, for those raising your hands, if you have any questions, please feel free to use the chat box. Use the chat and write down your questions. At the end of the presentation, we're going to run through it and explain to you what it is. And so, Aurum does not just have only two CEO, but a global team that covers different aspects and different products of the company. Shane Moran, for example, is the Chief Network Development Officer. And for those of us who have been long in network marketing business, you know of the company Organo Gold. Shane Moran and Alton Boggs were those who formed that company and grew that company to a multi-billion-dollar company just by drinking coffee. Nicholas Kellan, Brent Fofa, and Tobias Bauer, head of partnerships and relationship advisors of Aurum. Also, Tobias Bauer is the VC of Venture Capitalist Relationship Advisor, as well as Brent Fofa. And so here you see different individuals as we go on that make up the global team. Andrew Isaacs is the COO, the Chief Operating Officer of this company, having over 18 years in investment banking experience, and I've done over 23 billion in executed transactions. Please, guys, if you want to know what 23 billion is in Naira, just times it by 1,003. That'll give you an idea what this man has done. And over 2 billion in digital asset deals. I had to take a picture with him in the Maldives because some people will say, are you sure this guy is real? It looks like AI. When you follow the opinions of people online, you will be lost because you think you're getting the truth. Meanwhile, you're fed lies. You will know as I go on to explain how I was able to overcome that. And so we're going to be looking through each and every product, just a short purview of each of the products that this company has to offer. Like the XAI bot has already done over 648% in profits since January of 2023 when it was launched. That means that if you had been a member of Aurum Foundation with just $1,000 in 2023, you would have earned over $641,000 today. If you joined with just $100 in 2023, your $100 already would have been $6,413 and so on and so forth. And guess what? When the company opened up for individuals like you and I to be on, they had to crash the value of the AI bot so that every Tom, Dick, and Harry can be part of it. And that's why with just $20 or a cent less than $20, you can have these XAI bot trade for you for 365 days. Whatever you have as your capital is good enough, at least $100 to get started. And guess what? Not just the AI trading for you, you have access to all other Aurum products and services. You can also participate in the marketing plan that maximizes your earning potential. And you can join a community of ambitious, like-minded individuals all over the world, go for official trainings and events in Aurum. And so I have just 7 months in Aurum Foundation, and I have been to 3 different countries, Phuket in Thailand, UAE, Dubai, and also the Maldives and Southeast Asia. And just next month, we're going to be going to Turkey, off the coast of Turkey. We'll have a wonderful time yet again. So if you're one of those individuals that love traveling, this business is for you because it will open you up to all the good things that Aurum has to offer. Now, with a capital of just $100, you can be part of Aurum. You can have the XAI bot trade for you. But guess what? Whatever capital you come in with will determine how much in percentage you can earn on a monthly basis. So you can see from the basic to standard, comfort, optimal, business, all the way to ultimate, there are different percentages that you earn. Also, 16 to 18% is what this XAI bot does on a monthly basis. So let's do a little mathematics right here. Let's say you come in with a $200 package, you fall into the basic, and that's 10.49%. If the bot earns, let's say 17% for the month, you're going to be paid 10.49%. The rest 7 point something percent goes back to Aurum Foundation. If you're on the comfort contract, you see you're between 12.24% for you to earn on a monthly basis. And so let's say the bot earns 16% for that month, you're going to get 13.12%, and then the company keeps the other percentage. So you can see that just by only this product alone, this company is making good money. And I feel so happy to say that we do not have just one product. Imagine a company that has 16, guys, 16 different products. That goes a long way to show you the longevity and how far this company can go. So this is just a diagram to show you what is possible to earn on a monthly basis in Aurum Foundation. We have to do from 200, 300, all the way to 100,000. Pick some certain percentages that you can earn, how much you can earn in dollars, and how far you can be risk-free. So let's say you come in with $200. We're going to be looking at the 200, the 5,000, and the $50,000 contract. So with a $200 contract, you're going to be earning 10.4%, which amounts to $20.80. And in 9 months and 6 weeks, you are risk-free. Risk-free here means that you've earned 2 times the value of your capital. If you're on a $5,000 contract, you're going to be earning 13.9%. 13.9% amounts of $695 on a monthly basis. So you will be earning this every month for the next 12 months. And you can see that you become risk-free in 7 months and 2 weeks. If you're on a $50,000 contract, you're going to be earning 16.6%, which amounts to $8,300. And that means that in 6 months, you are risk-free. 3 things you can observe from this graph right here. It is based on simple interest. That means that you are withdrawing on a monthly basis. You can also see that the higher capital you come in with, the more you earn. And also the higher capital you come in with, the quicker it is for you to be risk-free compared to who comes in with $200. That's going to be risk-free in 9 months and 6 weeks. So, of course, the man who comes in with $10,000 is going to earn much more than the man who came in with $1,000. Please note that all you see here is irrespective of the fact that you are bringing anyone. Your money works for you 100% here. That's why it's a financial investment company. It's not a network marketing company. It's not an MLM company. It's not a product-based company. It is a fintech company that is using the model, the network model, in order to raise investors. And also, this you see is bereft of what we know as compounding. Imagine when the law of compounding works on your money in Aurum Foundation, it becomes more than awesome. And so Alhaji Ibrahim came to me and said, Taj, you know what? My son is in the secondary school. I want to invest $500 for him for the next 5 years, so that by the end of 5 years, I have enough money to take him to the best universities. And so we had to use a profit calculator on $500 for 5 years, put on the compound interest, meaning that he's not going to take out any money at all. And by the time we calculated it, it came to a whooping $3.4 million. He was awed. I was flabbergasted. And no wonder compounding is called the eighth wonder of the world. And this is what is possible with Aurum, ladies and gentlemen. This is not the traditional system where they say your child must be 18 and over. You can have an account for your 2 months, for your 5 months, for your 5 years, for your 10-year-old kid, making sure that they have something to fall onto. This is a veritable investment that you can leave for your children and your children's children. But yet again, some cynicists, some doubting Thomases will say, well, Tad, 500 is not bad. I can manage that. But for 5 years, for 5 years. Are you telling me that this company is going to be here for the next 5 years? What's the guarantee? And I'll tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, this is not network marketing. This is not a product-based business, neither is it MLM. This is a fintech company like Binance. And if Binance, having just three products in 2017, was able to not only survive but thrive, such that 9 years later, this company is worth hundreds of billions of dollars. Why do you think a company like Aurum Foundation, having 16 products currently, will not just survive but thrive? The same people who made Binance successful are the same people running the show in Aurum Foundation. So why do you think it's going to be different? Also, this is a company that already has a game plan that spans from 2023 up until 2035. We're already 3 years into the game plan, and we can see that the company has kept to its words. In fact, Aurum has under-promised and over-delivered, guys. Why would I not trust in such a company? The rest, ladies and gentlemen, is left for you to decipher. And so let us look at what this bot has done from January till date in 2026. 16.85% was what will end in January on a trading pool of 77,144,000. So the trading pool is where your money comes into anytime you come into the company, whether you come in with 500 or 100 or $1,000, your money is added on here for the XAI bot to trade with. And so based on that, 16.85% amounted to 11,124,437. Sorry about that. In February, once again, we had the opportunity for the AI, the XAI to trade and earn 16.96%. 16.96% amounted to 13 million plus that the company earned for us. Sorry, I have to take the sorry for the break in transmission. And so you can see in February, the trading pool has increased to over 90 and 13 point something million was earned based on 16%. Also in March, you see 17.02%. Trading pool is already over 105 million. April, 17.15%, 123 million plus. And in May, we had 17.33% just last month here. And so let's do a little mathematics, yeah? Let's see the profit so far for this year 2026. January, February, March, April, May, June. So if you are one of those individuals who withdraw every month, you would have earned 16.85% in January, February 16.96%, up until you see that you have earned over 85% of your capital. But if you are one of those individuals who wish to compound your capital in order to earn more, you would have done over 119.83%. My question to you is this: will your bank give you such a percentage? And so I went on to ChatGPT and put in the question that if the XAI bot is done January, February 17, March, April, and May, and if this is compounded without any withdrawal of profits, how much in profits will the capital of $1,000 be by now? And so the AI had to break it down for me, starting from January, and you could see that over $2,198 is the current value, which means that this account has earned even more than its capital invested, over $1,198. And so the Aurum card was one of the reasons why I joined the company. The Aurum card, when I read about it, it became clear to me right. So I'm going to tell you a story right here because when I was introduced to this business in July of 2025, after the presentation, I said, well, I need to go do my due diligence. And due diligence, simply going online and checking information. I didn't check Aurum Foundation. I went to check about Aurum. and I saw a lot of rubbish. The name Aurum has been bastardized by different individuals, companies, and the likes. I gathered all the information. They said Rambezzing is not real. The company trading, don't know if they're trading, blah, blah, blah. Told my team, guys, do not join Aurum because I don't think that company is for real. And so a lot of them did not join, while some went behind me and joined as usual. So human being hard normally. So July passed, August, September. In October, I got an opportunity to be in Thailand by a company who wanted to open in Nigeria. So they pitched the idea to us, and we told them Nigerians are tired of online businesses. We've lost a whole lot for many years. So if we don't see for ourselves what this company is and how it's run, we cannot promote it. And so the company decided to take us all on an all expense paid trip to Thailand. While I was in Thailand, I got a message from my good friend Lee Yoshe. And he told me, Taj, I hear you've been bastardizing the name of Aurum, but guess what? We are coming to have an event in Phuket, Thailand. And so you are free to come, even though you're not a member yet. Please come so you can see firsthand what this company is all about. And this is my good friend Lee O'Shea. And this is at this time I've never met him before. This was the first time I'm meeting him in Thailand for over 5 years of doing different network marketing businesses online. And so I went immediately, saw him for the first time, had a great time, had dinner, took me to the hotel, and he paid 5 days accommodation for me. After payment, he showed me this card and he said, Todd, do you know what this is? I looked at the card and I saw Aurum Infinity, Visa. I said, wait, Lee, are you telling me that with this card, your money you have online, you can transfer it into this card and spend offline? He said, yes, this is what I paid your accommodation with. And guess what? The card is denominated in USDT and you can spend it in any fiat currency in the world. If you're in the UK, it's going to bring out pounds. If you're in the US, it's going to bring out dollars. Even if you are in Nigeria, it's going to bring out naira. And I said, wow. It was clear to me that I've been a fool, that I've been stupid, that I've been an idiot because I believed everything that I read online and held it hook, line, and sinker to be the truth. Whereas this card has been working for over 2 years. But they will not tell you that if you check online. And for Visa or MasterCard to be part of partnership with Aurum, it goes a long way to show that this company is legit. Because you'd agree with me, for those who have done different network marketing business, not once have we had any MLM network marketing product-based business that had a Visa or a MasterCard. And so October 17, 2025, which was this day, I signed up for Aurum. I signed up 4 accounts because as a network marketer, I knew that I needed 3 legs to grow. And I started running with the business. 7 months later down the line today, my life has changed positively for the better. I know how much I'm worth financially, not to brag or anything, but I am a lot financially better than I was. Look at this face that you see right here. This face was hungry. This face needed a change. And look at this face. In January, when I received my card, just between October to January, over 4 months, I already have started looking beautiful, looking handsome, with money running down my chin. I had my card and my life has changed positively. And so while coming back to Africa, I decided to stop over in Ghana to spend some days. And I wanted to try the card at the airport. So I bought some perfumes, and here is what happened when I tried the card. Okay. So I'm in Ghana now. I want to use my Visa card, Aurum Visa card. It's gonna work. Touch. Okay. I just put my PIN in, and it's approved. You see, live card here in Ghana. Worked one time.
See, Aurum is wonderful.
Aurum is awesome. And so when I got to Nigeria, very custom, I ran straight to the ATM to try the card. Here's what happened.
So I want to try the Aurum card on the Nigerian machine.
wace za taimaka ma yayin amfani da na'urar mu na karɓar kuɗi wato ATM. Ile kwanoni obula kadi ATM kile wote nivo
Aurum. Do you want to receipt? No.
ya ama huko
To charge the machine. So yes. Transaction in progress. Going. Live. Right here in Nigeria. Got the Aurum card. Okay, do you want a transaction next? I said no. So give me my card. No. It's live and direct.
Live and direct, even in Nigeria, the card worked. And so the prophecy of Leo Shea came to pass that yes, the card works even in Nigeria. Basically, I was the first individual who ever used the card in Nigeria. And today, we have over 1,000 human beings in Nigeria who own this Aurum card and are using it on a day-to-day basis. This goes a long way to show you that this company is legit. And if you are Mr. Due Diligence that wants to go online and check his Visa card, MasterCard, Forbes, Sierra Leone, EcoBank could have partnerships with this company in relation to its fintech products, then what do you have to say? Have you done more due diligence than these companies? The rest is left for you to answer. We have a very powerful AI called the Aurum Nero that does 30 to 32% in a month. And it uses an agentic AI, which is called Quantum Alpha. It is awesome. You only have access to this when you become a member of Aurum and you have your flagship product, XAI Bot, working for you. Sierra Leone announced a partnership with Aurum in regards to gold. This is the reward asset in regards to gold. So Sierra Leone has approached Aurum Foundation and said, listen, I know you guys are legit. We checked you out. Please create a blockchain and have all our goods on there so that fraud, stealing, all those can stop. And each and everyone will have peace of mind. We didn't need anybody to come in from anywhere to come and shake me in the world to be part of it. So guys, what we have here is awesome. Now, $15 million has been pulled by EcoBank to support the expansion of gold tokenization. We who are members of Aurum that have our money invested in having real gold could have 22 to 24 karat real gold. Direct access to mining partners by Aurum, 30% structured acquisition advantage by Aurum, tokenized gold infrastructure by the Aurum ecosystem. So here's what happens. If your $500 could not buy gold, you can put it in here and $250, half of it will be used to purchase gold and held for you for 12 months, while the other half, $250, will be used to trade in the commodities market, XAU/USDC. You will be earning every day. At the end of the 12 months, at the end of the contract, investors may choose to redeem their allocation in physical gold in Dubai or receive tokenized gold within the Aurum ecosystem. And as such, the global partnership has welcomed the Chief of African Relations, Bukari Kaloko, who's the ex-Deputy Finance Minister for Sierra Leone. He's the CEO of Clink Mining, a mining company that mines gold in Sierra Leone, and over 25 years of experience in finance and banking. Not only him, the CEO of the Bank of Bullion, which is a bank that keeps gold, Nick Patel, is a part of Aurum Global team, having over 25 years of experience in global finance, and he trades gold and also real world assets. You will notice, ladies and gentlemen, that every fintech product of this company is manned by a professional, not a 5 years professional, not a 10 years professional. People who have experience, who have done this, who have continuously become successful in every aspect of the work that they do. And that gives me much more confidence knowing that this company is here for the long term. The real estate in Bali gives you the opportunity to own real estate in Bali, even with your $100, $500, $1,000, and so on. The property you see here is owned by Aurum Foundation, who bought hectares of land in the country, Bali. They're going to create an estate, housing estate of over 300 units, and also create a resort. So with your 500, 1,000, you can be a co-owner of these property that you see here. Technology has brought about the democratization of wealth. And it's not just the rich that's going to get richer, but even the poor can have the opportunity to become rich by being part of a technology like this called tokenization, ladies and gentlemen. The Aurum Trading exchange is up and running, a wonderful exchange that comes with a lot of opportunities and active referral rewards. The Aurum staking, it's another powerful one from this company. You can stake your crypto and earn in different percentages. And quite unlike what we have with many other exchanges, that you are stuck for 1 year, 6 months, you can take out your crypto at any time. That's why it's called liquidity staking. At any time, you can take it out where stability meets intelligence. The Aurum Cruise is coming next month, 16th to 19th of July. We're getting prepared for this. Another awesome time to be with the leadership, with your friends and team members globally and share a wonderful time. Guys, Aurum is awesome because it covers every part of my living. I used to love travel. I used to have bucket list of places that I want to go. But with Aurum, just 7 months in this company, 3 destinations, and the fourth one is going to be next month. I am more than excited of what's going to happen next month. And so you see, Aurum already has gotten its Canadian license and it continues to grow. The company has moved from just licensing to full expansion. In fact, Graham Benson during the last call last week told us that over 17 licenses have been on the go now. And by 2027, we're going to be having this company fully launched in different parts of the world today. So who's this business for? Who's eligible to do this business? Listen to this short video by Graham Benson.
Okay, hi guys. I'm here with Mr. Brian Benson, CEO of Aurum. We're here in Victoria, a lovely hotel. Brian's flown in just for a few hours just to meet some of the leadership team. So I guess I've got one very quick question because I know you've got people waiting for you. I'm a guy that wants to share this project with the everyday man, okay, so the students, the tradesmen, the women, the retirees. Why is it that this project is something that those sort of folks should look at?
Well, I think that's a great question, and I think it's a very simple answer. Up until the most recent sort of decade or the last few years, the financial system has been sort of rigged towards the big guy, right? And in banks, for example, they take in $1,000, they loan out $12,000, they keep all the money. And I think what Aurum is doing is putting that on its head, where we're bringing technology that people can use to make their lives better, but also they can use it to grow a business or to refer their friends to it, right? And so what we're doing is we're sharing the commissions that the banks usually keep for the executives across the entire network. And that's really beneficial to the tradespeople, to the people that have a small amount of money to invest, because they're able to not only get a strong investment here where a lot of the rewards are coming directly back to them, but they're also able to refer their friends and family or other people and make a commission off of that. So I think it's twofold. I think it's one is we're passing as much as we can on to the community, and secondly, we're giving an opportunity to people with very little investment to have some sort of business that can work for them. So.
And give them great hope for the future in what is becoming a very crazy world out there. So listen, I won't keep you any longer.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you, Brian. Look forward to seeing you in Dubai.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Guys, you can hear from the company, you can hear from the man himself. This business is for everyone, you and I. For everyone who wants to take advantage of it, you're free to be part of it. Now we're going to come to the aspect of our frequently asked questions, where my co-host will be taking part of this. I have our one and only Mr. Dr. Demi here. Dr. Demi will be handling this part of the presentation. He will finish the presentation and then we're free to take up questions. So Dr. Demi, as you are here, please unmute yourself and take on the mic. I'm
Yeah,
out.
good afternoon, everyone. The frequently asked questions, and one of the first one is why is this different from, like somebody said yesterday, why is it different from Royal Q? So Royal Q is, or yeah, somebody did ask that question. Royal Q is pretty much a bot trading company, and what really happened was when their bot failed, they didn't have any other business model, so the business folded up. So this is not a bot trading company, and I like the analogy that Leotard gave earlier on. Comparing with Binance, it's not quite 100% like for like, but it's the closest you can get. I think it was Mommy T yesterday that compared to Stanbic and mentioned the range of financial products that Stanbic or Standard, I think it was Stanbic offered in Nigeria. So it's just in the same way. It's like it's a fintech company. It's an ecosystem of products and a group of companies that provide the products. So this is way, way bigger than anything you've seen before in this space. And because it's driven by blockchain and AI, it is taking us into uncharted territories. Let me just say that. So it differently stands out. I've not seen anything like it in recent time. I've heard people talk about, using AI to trade, but the composition of everything we have here is way different from anything you've ever seen. So is it a Ponzi scheme or a structured fintech? First rule of Ponzi scheme, bring somebody to, bring somebody. That's the first rule of Ponzi scheme. You try to bring in people into the pool. And there's really no business model. And this is not like that in the sense that there are products. So without you bringing anybody, you can still make your money as an investor. You could, like Playata just showing you, if you're very, loaded and you put in 100K, for instance, in 3.5 months, if you compound that 100K, you've doubled the money. So even if you wanted to violate the withdrawal terms and say, okay, I'm not going to keep it for 12 months, I'm going to put in 100K and withdraw in 4 months. In 4 months, you are almost at 150% profit. So you're still good. Who's behind Aurum? He's already shown you Brian Benson and the other senior leadership guys. And does he have visible global presence? Yes, he does have global presence. They're set up in Hong Kong, Middle East, in Dubai, in Poland, and now in British Columbia in Canada. So they have global presence from a legal entity standpoint, and the leadership are very known. Under what regulatory framework does Aurum operate? Aurum operates under business regulatory framework in all those geographies that I've mentioned: Hong Kong, United Arab Emirates, Poland, and Canada. Now, some people may want to go ahead and say, do they have what you call institutional regulatory cover? And I would say, no, they don't have institutional regulatory cover. And if I were running that kind of business, I wouldn't do that first as well, because your regulatory cover is not the most critical part. The most critical part for your business in the first 3 years is viability, that the business can survive and the business has enough liquidity to run the business model. So they're not at institutional grade regulatory model yet, but for the business they're doing, they're covered in each of the jurisdictions that they're running. Oh, sorry. I'm not sure that the headphone that I'm using that is making my voice sound a bit low. So that talks about regulatory framework. Number 5, sorry, next slide. can I withdraw my capital, and how does the capital withdrawal process work? So the capital withdrawal process is different for different products. For the flagship product, which is XAI bots, you can withdraw on the first, 10th, and the 20th of the month, even before your contractual 12 months period. If you do withdraw in those periods, it will incur a penalty of 35% drawdown on the volume you're withdrawing. Also, if you're on other products like Zeus bots, XAI bot, XAI Pro, you do not have to, depend on the first, 10th, and 28th. You can withdraw at any time. Withdrawal will take 24 hours to effect and materialize in your destination wallet. It's the same thing with the Nero Quantum AI bot, which is the newest one. And that's pretty much how the withdrawal works. You can withdraw either to an exchange account or to a decentralized wallet. Is there risk involved, and how is that risk managed? So this is a very overflogged, question, because people want to know what the risk is. And I usually break it down. There's the risk of the company and the products that you invested in. There's environmental risk to the business, and there is constitutional risk for you as a person who's, working with the projects or working with the products. The company takes care of its own risk by making sure that each of the products that are trading are strictly guided. Now, I've explained a number of times before that for products like XAI bots or Zeus, they usually have the specific strategy. So you find out that once they've taken the number of trades that they plan to take, they usually won't go over and above. So Zeus bots will not go. I mean, I used to trade with Zeus bots, and each time I want to compound, I found out that almost every time it doesn't take more than 6 trades in a day. Same thing with XAI, but if you observe the rate of return is almost hovering around 0.5 to 0.7 every day. And once it's achieved that, it doesn't tend to go too much beyond that. So they've taken care of the risk at the strategy, at the tactical level for the bots that they're using, the AI bots. And they've also taken care of security risk with two-factor authentication, ensuring that, once you deposited, you need to put in your password, you need to put in your two-factor authentication. Is there other risk? Of course. They could be trading in a jurisdiction, and the government of that jurisdiction decides to come after them. You can't do anything about that risk. Or if sorry? Okay. So, or you could lose your password, or your account to get hacked. That's your own personal risk. So there's risk in everything, but the risks are properly managed here. That's what I'm saying. Is the profit per day fixed, or how are the returns generated? The returns are generated based on the activities of the trading agents and the trading bots. They're not fixed, but they're an average. And those averages are reflective, like I said, of the trading strategies that have been coded into those agents or into those artificial intelligence bots. You will also find out that the returns is almost like, so if you say your expected returns is 10%, now you see it's 10% plus or minus 0.5. That's how the returns come, but the returns are not constant returns. What happens during market crashes or high volatility? Volatility is the bread and butter of trading. And for trading bots, that is actually when they're most successful, because they basically are looking for that volatility to take advantages of the markets. So when the markets are crashing, it doesn't really matter. And if for people that have used Aurum Nero, and have seen the activities of trading, you observe that when there's a shift in momentum, it might lose like a couple of trades, but in the process, it's corrected itself and it's taking profit on the other side. So yeah, that is completely covered. The bots are able to adjust to market crashes and volatility. Why should I join now? Yeah, the best time to take any decision is yesterday. The second best time is today. So if you don't join now and you're finding out in 2029 when Aurum has become a mega unicorn, and like I said yesterday, They only need to launch the POS. That is when you know how powerful Aurum is. The reason people don't realize how powerful Aurum is right now is because they've not launched that POS. Once they launch that POS, it's game over completely, because that is liquidity skyrocketing to the highest level. So yeah, there's no point in waiting. You can start with 180,000 naira, which is about 120 USDT, and then dip your feet in the water and find out how it is. Now, this is a recap of the Aurum ecosystem. At the top, you have the AI automation. On the right, going clockwise, it's the financial infrastructure. Then there's a payment system, there's a reward asset, and there's a blockchain as core asset. I think Aurum has fully, launched, if I may use that word, on the AI and AI automation. In terms of the financial infrastructure, I would say 95%. The exchange has just started. In terms of the payment system, they've not started that. And that's why I said, when this starts, that's when you know how powerful the Aurum ecosystem is, because that is, if you study the history of payment system and payment system providers in Nigeria, you understand how powerful payment systems are. In terms of reward asset, Aurum has already launched, the partnership with Click Mining and the government of Sierra Leone for tokenization of gold, and that's already running on the platform. Same thing with the tokenization of real estate, being planned for Thailand, I think. And I understand the asset and the landed property has already been acquired as well. So the blockchain bit, which is the Aurum token, you already have the Aurum token. The network is going to come later, because it means that you now have like an Aurum coin, which is a Aurum specific blockchain. Right now, Aurum is running on Polygon blockchain, just like Chainlink is running on Ethereum blockchain. So when Aurum eventually gets its own blockchain, then you have the Aurum network. Then you have the Aurum flow. So that's the overview of the ecosystem. Very robust, very formidable, and correctly positioned. So let's go ahead and have a listen to the roadmap. Go ahead.
2023. The world was still living by the old financial logic, but we pressed start. We wanted to create an ecosystem that would unite artificial intelligence and finance to make asset management simple, scalable, and secure. That's how Aurum was born. The starting point was EXAI Bot, the first AI-powered trading solution, an algorithm that laid the foundation for an entire era. From that moment, we began expanding at the speed of light. We've built and are implementing a vision that includes trading AI bots, exchanges, neobank, crypto cards, and real-world asset tokenization, official registration in Hong Kong, and the first features in global media. The creation of Aurum Neobank, the launch of Zeus AI Bot, and the flash loan license surpassing $1 million in profits. The opening of our headquarters in Dubai, where hundreds of industry leaders gathered. The world started to talk about us. We were featured by Binance, Benzinga, Crypto Reporter, and Blockchain Wire. Forbes called us the new infrastructure of global finance. But this is no time to pause. We're gaining momentum. We launched Aurum Academy, strengthen our team, and appoint Brian Benson, a professional with 27 years of experience, as our CEO. Global events in Vietnam, Dubai, and Antalya. Thousands of cards sold, and the launch of the AI agent ecosystem. Today, we stand on the stage of Token 2049 Singapore, alongside the leaders of Binance, Tether, KuCoin, and Tron. And this moment once again proves Aurum is a global ecosystem of worldwide scale. But the most important part, this is only the beginning. The next decade will be one of expansion. In 2025 to 2026, we bring Aurum Neobank to the mass market. Hundreds of thousands of users, millions of transactions. The launch of Aurum Exchange, which reaches $5 billion in trading volume within its first year. AI bots manage over $100 million in assets. The first 5,000 cash-in and withdrawal terminals appear. Aurum establishes its presence in 10 countries and secures its position in the global market. In 2027 to 2028, we raise the bar, Neobank reaches 2 million users and 1.5 million cards. During this period, Aurum Dex, a next-generation decentralized exchange, launches. Personalized AI-based services emerge, credit scoring and capital management. The first RWA deals worth $500 million are integrated. The terminal network expands to 20,000 points across 20 countries. By 2029, Neobank evolves into a super app. Flight bookings, taxis, car rentals, food delivery, while transactions exceed $20 billion. Aurum Dex cements its position within the ecosystem with $5 billion in trading volume, becoming a key element of Aurum's DeFi direction. AI agents operate for hundreds of thousands of businesses, and RWA grows to $5 billion. Aurum becomes an ecosystem that accompanies users every day. In 2030 to 2033, we reach global scale. Neobank's user base hits 12 million and over 10 million cards. Inside the super app, 15 to 20 integrated services and partnerships with 500 global brands. Aurum Exchange reaches $90 billion in trading volume and enters the top 10 global crypto exchanges. The terminal network expands to 100,000 plus locations across 50 plus countries. The annual Aurum Global Summit gathers 5,000 leaders. By 2033 to 2035, Aurum Neobank enters the top 5 global neobanks with a valuation of $10 billion plus. Aurum Exchange remains in the top 10, while Aurum Dex surpasses $20 billion in trading volume. AI manages over $5 billion in assets, and RWA exceeds $20 billion. We are present in 75 countries, with 1,000 global partners and over 100,000 terminals. The Aurum Global Summit brings together 10,000 industry leaders. Aurum becomes the symbol of a new financial era, a system that made finance accessible to everyone, a story that has already transformed the industry, and a future that already belongs to us.
Dr. Demi, continue.
Yeah, it's important to note that when people are trying to advance their business, like Laura Tag mentioned the other time around Organogold, they often employ network marketing or affiliate marketing as a means to, one, sell the product, a financial product like this, to raise liquidity. But it's important to know that for many of those things, and I've participated in a number of them over the last 10 to 15 years, the product is usually suboptimal. So as a result, the company tends to lean more on the revenue generated from, the affiliate marketing more than the product itself. So, but for this, it's a bit different. I just thought it was important to make that context clear, because this company did not start out as a network marketing company. They started out an investment company for venture capitalists and accredited investors, and only decided to open it up to retail in 2024 September. That's why where the network marketing bit started. So if you're coming at this with the mindset that this is just a network marketing company, you're looking at it all wrong. Now, if you want to deal with the network marketing bit or the affiliate marketing bit, it's probably one of the best in the world that I've seen. And it's graduated based on your ranking. So your ranking is volume based, meaning how much volume you brought to the company. And it can go from network bonuses of $100 all the way to $3 million. That makes a total of 6.838, 600 across all the ranks. So you can go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 ranks in the network hierarchy, depending on how much you brought to the business. So people like Lawyer Taj, who is currently, I think Lawyer Taj is currently elite. Mr. AY
Yes,
is currently
elites.
prime. Lawyer Taj is going home every day smiling because his bank accounts or his crypto account is just doing picking. Same thing with people like Mommy T. People like Mommy T. The money is just dropping like rain, you know. So so if you want to grow the business, there's opportunity to grow the business. Just make sure that you open three legs under your primary account and then start to build downwards. There's a common mistake that we make, and I made that mistake as well, where when you start, you just giving everybody your affiliate link and you are building horizontally. You're not going to go fast that way. But if you build vertically down, you grow quickly in the ranking, and as the volume grows, so does your rank growth. So this slide is showing the highest Aurum Foundation earner in the network team, and his name is Tom Schmidt. It's Pantheon, and it's in Germany. At Pantheon, if I'm not mistaken, this guy will be making anywhere between 10 to 15,000 USDT per day.
No, sir. 60 to 70,000 daily. No
Oh wow,
jokes.
he fall my hands. Oh
I
man.
will contest for president.
Seriously, this is the second highest Hannah Paul in Ireland. Wow, it's also pumping. I mean, that's mad. 60,000, did you say, Lawyer Taj?
60 to
Wow.
80,000 ranges.
Okay. That's like that's double most people's salary in the UK. Anyways, there are also earnings that you can have in other cryptocurrencies. So if you have people trading Zeus bots in things like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge, PP, Solana, and BNB, as the Zeus bot is making profits, and if they're under you, you also be getting a fraction of those profits. So you're not only earning USDT, you're also earning in other cryptocurrency. In short, this is the biggest crypto plus AI investment opportunity of this decade. I stand bold to say that. I haven't been in crypto for over 10 years. I think I can say that authoritatively, that this is the biggest of all. And there's been a number. This is the biggest of. I remember somebody asking me yesterday that he has some tokens on his wallet that the price is the same. I said, sell all your tokens, convert it to USDT and bring it to Aurum. If you are not satisfied with your returns at the end of the year, I will pay you myself. The guy was looking like me, like I was mad. I said, I'm serious. This is the real deal, ladies and gentlemen. Let's touch. Do you have any other slide? I think.
Yes, our event in Abuja this Sunday.
Yeah. So if you have anybody in Abuja, Leonard and Mr. AY will be there powerfully to show you the way, literally. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Demi, for that wonderful one. We've just listened to a doctor, a medical doctor, who's breaking down this opportunity like it is his work. Guys, the person who you listened to in the first instance was a lawyer, myself, and I've taken this business serious. I don't know what you do professionally. I don't know who you are professionally. But guys, if a lawyer could leave the books, leave the courts, and be on here, if a medical doctor could leave the practice and be on here on an afternoon like this, I'm pretty sure you need to know what you want to do with this opportunity. We're not joking. We are moving to alpha. Yes, I might be elite, but that's not enough. This is just the beginning. Having earned over $100 and something thousand is just the beginning, and we will keep going forward. Guys, I don't know about you, but please take this business up very serious and it will change your life. I've gone through the chat and I see the only question on there have been answered already. So anyone has any more questions on here to ask? Is there any more question here to ask before we call it a day? What we're gonna do by 9 p.m. today is before we start, we're gonna listen to my brother AY speak about his own how he got to the rank of prime under 6 months, and then we'll take the presentation. It will be much more of a talk and an analysis kind of meeting in the evening time. But we're done with the meeting now for today. So does anybody have a question? I saw one Kumar or something who was trying to raise up his hands. Kumar, I think that's an Indian name. Do you have something to say? Or do you have a question? I saw you raise your hand earlier. If you have anything to say, please feel free to do that now. Yes, Mr. Kumar, we can hear you.
Okay, yeah. Still thinking back, man.
Oh. Anyways, no sabia Indiano. Okay. Want to thank you all for being on this call. We're doing this 9 p.m. later today, 9 p.m. Nigerian time, which is some 6 hours and 30 minutes from now. See you guys by then. As we normally do, feel free to unmute yourself, say your goodbyes. God bless you. See you by 9. So goodbye, everyone. God bless you. This is Lawyer
Goodbye.
Touch, reaching you. Yeah.
Goodbye.
So Wayne Gillis, goodbye. Tracy, goodbye.
Bye.
Varun, goodbye, my brother. Goodbye, Alao Afolabi. Goodbye. God bless you all. See you all later.